Hi students, let us continue with the topic attributes. In the previous video I explained about what is an attribute and what are these. Before explaining about the attribute, I explained about entity, entity set and entity type and attributes. Now let us see different types of attributes. So the different types of attributes are simple attribute, next composite attribute, derived attribute, next single valued attribute, and multi-valued attribute. So these are the different types of attributes. So these attributes will be represented with their respective symbols. So let us see the first simple attribute. What is a simple attribute? So the name itself saying it is a simple. Simple means only the atomic values will be stored. So these are atomic values which cannot be divided further. So simple means only atomic values will be stored here. So which cannot be, you cannot divide those values further, which cannot be divided further. So that is a simple attributes. Example for this is, so if you take a student phone number or a student phone number, so you cannot divide this phone number into subgroups. The phone number is an atomic value. It is an atomic value. In the same way, a student is having some age. So here the age, it is an atomic value. You cannot divide the age. You cannot, suppose age is 25. 25 means you cannot divide that 25 as a 2 and a 5. So those you call it as a simple attribute. A simple thing is, a simple attributes are the atomic values which cannot be further divided. Next one. The next type is composite attribute. So composite attribute means here means which can be divided. Atomic simple means which cannot be divided, whereas composite attribute means which can be divided into smaller subparts. So composite dividing, which can be divided into smaller subparts. Example for this is, suppose if you take a student is an entity. A student have a name. So name is an attribute of a student entity. So this name is further divided into smaller subparts. That is the first name, middle name, and the last name. So these are also the attributes for this thing. So this is a composite attribute. So these you call it as these attributes. So these, the last three, these you call it as a composite attributes. So the attributes can be divided into smaller parts. Sorry, not this one. Here this, the name is, you call it as a composite attribute. Why we are saying this is a composite attribute? Because it can be divided into smaller subparts. This name is divided into smaller subparts like first name, middle name and the last name. So that's why here the name is indicating as a composite attribute. Now let us see the third one, derived attributes. derived. So what this name is indicating, we have to derive from one to another based on with the help of one attribute we can derive that another attribute. Let me write. So these attributes do not exist in the physical database. So one thing you have to be remembered, the derived attribute does not exist in the physical database, but their values are derived from other attributes present in database. So with the help of other attributes, the values can be derived. So these attributes do not exist in the physical database, but their values are derived from other attributes present in the database. So let us see the example for this derived attributes. Suppose here the student is an entity, so having the attribute age. So this age is derived from birth date. So if you have the birth date, with the help of the birth date you can derive the age, you can tell the age. So only with the help of the birth date, means in which year you born, okay, in which year and in which month and on which date you are born. If you know that the birth date of birth, with the help of the date of birth only that person's age can be calculated. Means here it is derived from this birth date. This you call it as a derived attribute, and this you call it as a stored attribute. So this is stored in the database. So with the help of this birth date, we are deriving the age. So this birth date, you call it as a stored attribute, and this is a derived attribute. Now coming to the next type of attribute. So that is the single valued attribute. Let us see the fourth type of the attribute. Single value attribute. So it's just like a simple attribute, but simple means only the atomic values will be there, whereas in the single value attribute it contains only one value, contains only single value, means multiple values will not store in this attribute, only single value will be stored. Just like suppose if you take the student, a student is having age is a single value, okay, you don't have the multiple ages, means you are having 20, at the same time you are having the 35, like that. So it won't store multiple values, only single value will be stored. In the same way for security number, so each person is having only one security number, that will be also unique, only single value will be there, single security number should be there. Okay, so now next coming to the fifth type of attribute, that is the multi-value. So here this is the opposite for this single value. Multi-value means multiple values can be derived. It may contains more than one value. So that attribute can hold more than one value, you can say it as a multi-value attribute. Example for this, suppose a person can have more than one phone number. He may have different phone numbers, multiple SIMs will be there. So a single person can have more than one phone number. That is a multi-value attribute. In the same way, a person can have more than one email address. So he may have many email addresses. Okay, so this is a multi-value attribute. Let us see all these in a diagrammatic representation. Different types of attributes can be represented by using the ER model. So entity diagram. So here this is an, let us take the employee. Employee is an entity. So this employee is having the attributes like name, salary, and he is having the phone number. So why I am mentioning these the symbols I'll explain clearly on the next in the next video. Date of birth, but here I am just showing what is a multi-valued and derived multi-valued attribute, single valued attribute, derived. Everything will be represented in diagrammatic form. Age, and this name is having the first name, middle name, and last name. So this is the diagrammatic representation of this entity attributes relation. So here this is an employee. Employee may have more than one phone number. So this is a representation of multi-valued attribute. This is multi-valued attribute. Okay, so the multi-valued can be represented like with two oval shapes, and whereas employee ID, if you mention like this, this is a key attribute. You call it as a key attribute, and this dotted ellipse is represented as derived attribute. So always the age is derived from date of birth. It is a derived attribute. And here the name, you call it as a composite attribute. Why it is composite attribute? Because a name is further divided into subgroups like first name, middle name, and the last name. Okay, so and here the salary, that you comes under a single attribute. Date of birth is a single attribute. Okay, so this is about the types of attributes. Thank you.